Hello everybody, welcome back to another exciting episode of MugAndPlay. I'm Nick. Today we're playing more Moe Era, and we gotta get ready for class. Is everyone ready for class? Ready for class, everyone? Be ready. Honestly, I'm still half asleep. I know how to wake you up. She's just like, wake up! Wake up, it's time for school! Close your eyes. It's like, no, this is how I fall back asleep. Yeah, like this. Now concentrate. You feel great. You feel refreshed. Feel ready to take on the day. You need to praise Nana. What? Works wonders, right? It's like, geez, I almost dozed off. Oh, shit. Almost dozed off. Just calling you boring. I still have a few more minutes before our class starts, so I decided to go talk to someone. Oh, I can choose who I want to talk to. Let's talk to Seema first. How's it going, Seema? How you doing? How are you? Good, thanks. She looks at me with her brilliant eyes and then smiles. Oh yeah, they're all sparkly. How nice. Now she's like, now, sorry. The look on her eyes now is like, hey, can you tell I'm high right now? Can you tell? You're just like, no, you're good, you're fine. She's like, cool. That's the toughest part of the conversation, right? What? When you have to say something but nothing comes to mind. To tell you the truth, I struggle with this just like you. I mean, I could have told you about a dream I saw once, but I don't see dreams. Can't be any better to tell her about the dream I had today. It's like, wow, so exciting. And you say we stood in shining arcs? Okay, I would never tell a group full of girls in high school. It's like, I had a dream and you're all in it. Because they would just be like, alright, time for you to embrace the wintry freshness of mace. Psst. And they just spray it like Febreze. Yeah, and everything was blinking around you. As if it were a Botticelli or Leonardo da Vinci painting. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm glad I caught that reference too. It did look very Renaissance-y. If you haven't even seen their masterpiece, go and take a look. Mesmerizing. If your dream was true, it'd be so entertaining. Each day would be more and more exciting. Shame it's not going to happen. I mean, you can still make for fun times. I mean, it's unlikely that studies would be included in these 4 days, and you're here. On the other hand, I enjoy studying, so who knows? Okay. No, after all, your dream can't be true. Why do you think so? You don't even have dreams. Think about it. How is it possible to change anything in just 4 days? Oh, change like... Oh, that's right. Because we have to change our story. Sorry. I forgot the whole, like, purpose of the game. Sorry. By the way, it's very easy to test whether or not you're sleeping. Like, in a dream, it's not possible to think of it as a dream? What? No, of course not. It's much easier. Seema pinches me. It's like, ow, stop that. Stop it. Ouch. See, in a dream, you're unlikely to feel anything. Good morning. It's like, you could have just like, still not convinced? And she just backhands you. Then she's like, good morning. Don't think it was convincing enough. I need to pinch you as well. Hey, that's assault, brother. I'm afraid we don't know each other well enough to do this. Okay, oh, she called you out. You may sit down. Forming a close bond with your teacher for a risk-free, high-trust environment. That was advertised as a vital part of our experience here. Maybe that's why Taya teaches us every subject except for physical education. Not sure how it's possible. She's the real MVP. Okay, everyone, time for our literature class. Oh god. I know how this ends. Oh boy. Oh shit. Remember, no poetry allowed. Oh. Okay. Good, we're safe. Oh, I almost forgot to check the attendance. I happen to know someone who's running late again. Who are you? So sorry for being late. Can I go in? My, look who's here. Isn't it our most punctual student, Ermi? Ermi. Always late. What's your reason for being late today? It's like I had to stand in the mirror for 10 minutes and be like, my name is Ermi. I mean, it's only your 3rd time this week. Oh shit. She's like, yeah, and it's only Tuesday. Burn! She got you. Well, let me guess, you overslept again, didn't you? Well, it's because I spent all night studying. Okay, Slick. I want to believe. You and David Duchovny. Fine, Ermi, please take your seat and don't be late again. You do? Now I'll slap the shit out of you. Okay, class. I guess it'd be silly to ask you if you like reading. You're smart enough to enjoy borrowing someone's mind for free, right? I guess that sounds like a crude way of referring to amateur brain surgery. We're borrowing someone's mind for free, right? Everyone always says that. It's like, right? I guess. Everyone's just kind of staring blankly, but, Was everyone just like deadpan staring? It's like, you all like to read, right? Everyone's just... That's what they all looked like. Let me remind you not to raise your hands, just talk out loud. No, I'm pretty big on raising hands in a classroom setting. We're all friends here, remember? Alright, I guess so. I enjoy reading. She's like, I declare. Alright. I decide to answer next. Yeah, sure, I'm into reading. I enjoy reading things. I'm reading right now. This is a visual novel. It has novel right in the description. I like reading. Reading is overrated. Some books are just way too old. Old things are outdated and useless, you know? Now she's like, can you tell that I'm high in class? What about old friends, Nana? Sorry, not old enough to have them. You're not old enough to have friends? Maybe you are old enough to have friends and you're just surrounded by people who don't think books are stupid. Also, the stories are so predictable. Like when it's a murder case. Let me guess, the butler did it? Come on, you can always find that one book which is different, Nana. Yeah, geez. Stop shitting on books. Exactly, 1 in a million. Well, then I guess you'll just have to read 1,000,000 books. Or every millionth book. 90% of everything is crud. Again, she's like pronouncing that proudly. It's like, I do declare that everything is crud. As the great 90s poet Frederick Durst once said, everything is fucked and everybody sucks. That's right, I'm quoting Fred Durst in a visual novel. That's how I'm choosing to spend my time, and you're watching it. Well, all jokes aside, people have too much to deal with in everyday life. There's nothing wrong with reading a simple yet fascinating book to unwind. I like reading, but I wish it could be more visual. Like so you wish for a visual novel? I think I've heard of those. Yeah, it often takes so long to put an emphasis on something. With visuals, it's much easier to do this. Okay. Cool. Just gonna get a little further away. And I do so of my own volition. Scary. Okay. Hey, don't look at me. It's like, you're in my biz, okay? Stop it. I said stop looking. What? Oh, right. You can't. I'm making myself so small. I'm your emphasis now. I didn't think we were gonna get to the part that soon. I mean, I know I expected some sort of fourth wall breaking, but I didn't think that one of the characters was going to literally punch through the fourth wall and grab me by the shirt and then just say hi. Spoken like a true visual connoisseur. You're a lot more mature than you look, aren't you, Nana? I like my coffee black, thank you. I wonder if you have any favorite books at all. I do! I thought you just said they were overrated. It's like, yeah, old things. Now it's the perfect time to learn about this, Seema. You're almost named after a trendy beverage from the 90s that made a brief resurgence in the late 2010s. You all had to prepare a short speech about your favorite book. No plot recaps either. Interesting facts and thoughts only. We have enough time to cover 2 books today. Now, yesterday you submitted your favorite titles. I narrowed the list down to 3 books. That's the best I could do. All 3 are masterpieces, and I'm no good at making choices. Bobson, why don't you help me? All right. For my book, I brought in. This is my favorite book. It's called Farting Magical Creatures. It's an adult coloring book with such profound phrases as fact. Gnomes toot every time they bend over. Every time. And it says, every time. Thank you. Please give me an A for my use of prop comedy. It seems that my book didn't make it to the short list. Here's the short list, Bobson. Take a look at it. Your book isn't on there. Of course, you've read all these books, right? The Catcher in the Rye is a story by J.D. Salinger, published in a novel in 1951, and it is bullshit. It is a bullshit book. Holden Caulfield is a spoiled brat. Don't get me started on Catcher in the Rye. The main hero's name is Holden Caulfield, age 16. Holden's been expelled from his school due to poor performance. Countless adventures await Holden on his way home. He deals with issues like alienation, superficiality, and many more. Catcher in the Rye is considered as one of the best coming-of-age stories. Yeah, sure. Crime and Punishment is a novel by Fyodor Dostoevsky, first published in 1866. And I learned to pronounce his name in 2020. It focuses on mental anguish and moral dilemmas of Rodion Rodion, a broke ex-student. Rodion creates a plan to kill a pawnbroker to obtain her money. Oh. But things don't go too smoothly after he performs the act. I like that this is basically just The Shining. It's like, here's Rodion. Rodion finds himself in moral agony, disgusted with what he has done. Winnie the Pooh is a short story collection written by Alan Milne, first published in 1926. The book portrays the adventures of a boy named Christopher Robin and his teddy bear called Winnie the Pooh, together with many other characters. These are simple, fun, and innocent tales, something that resembles friendship and childhood for all of us. So you're saying that my book, Farting Magical Creatures, got beat out by Winnie the Pooh? There's no justice anymore. Oh boy, here we go. Bobson, time to make a choice. I don't like any of these books. Well, I was probably exposed to Winnie the Pooh as a child because, you know, I am a child of the late 80s and early 90s. Catcher in the Rye I read, and I don't need to read it again, but I've never read Crime and Punishment. So you know what? Let's go with Crime and Punishment. Why don't we pick Crime and Punishment? It's a favorite book of mine. Oh my goodness, that's an obviously drawn for certain reasons screenshot. It helps me to divide people into 2 big groups. They're really huge. We're talking about groups of people, right? Imagine you want to learn more about the person you just met. It can take quite some time, especially if you don't meet too often. But there's a shortcut. Just ask that person if they prefer Dostoevsky to Leo Tolstoy. Okay? You see, Tolstoy portrays the world where horrible things happen to ordinary people. Dostoevsky portrays the world where ordinary people do horrible things. Oh, interesting. Similar topics, entirely different approach. That's why people who prefer one author to another might have a lot in common. This is a very... making me self-conscious about the size of my yams. Seema, do you prefer ordinary people do horrible things? I admire strong, burning emotions inside people. That's all. It's like, really? Not good or bad in particular, just intense? Maybe because I'm not that much of an emotional person myself. In my opinion, Tolstoy's characters are much more believable. Trust me, Dostoevsky got to know a lot about people. Not only did he work as a journalist and traveled a lot, he also spent 4 years in a prison camp. That Doesn't sound fun at all. Wouldn't recommend it. I can't stop thinking that Rodian's problems are created by himself. What stopped him from saying, getting a good job? If I were a pawnbroker, I'd ask him to go be poor somewhere else. Ooh, that's some shit right there. Nana does not pull any punches. Well, Nana, I see you've read the book, but not carefully enough. Rodian hates not only the fact that he has little, but also that a mere pawnbroker has more than him, an able young man. Okay. That sounds like a Rodian problem. Rodian wanted the right to judge the value of human life. The problem of inequality, right? Something that communism tackles. Alright, let's not start getting political in this visual novel where I have 4 days to reconstruct my life because of a dream. Class, let's stay away from politics. They are detrimental to your health. Fucking somebody in this room is sane. Thank you. Anyway, thanks for your thoughts. Both Tolstoy and Dostoevsky are, without a doubt, great authors and great minds. Maybe you can divide people into Dostoevsky and Tolstoy groups, but please don't base your opinion solely on that, okay? Sounds fair to summarize your entire opinion of a person based on one factor. I'm pretty sure that's referred to as prejudice. Anyway. Okay, class, how about we take a short break? Don't you want to dive into the second book straight away? Honestly, there's another reason. Please keep this between us, alright? Yesterday I got a present from my friend, and it's so awesome. Look, it's a music box. Oh. That's nice. Nice little music box. I like that it has a little animation too. She's like, shut up, music box is playing. Alright, let's move on. Okay. I mean, we will move on, but I think we'll move on next time on Mug and Play, because this game got a little meta earlier, and if I know these games, they kind of weave in and out of the weird and creepy. But thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this game, especially because of how Nana acted in that first half. That was a little out there, a little interesting, and I had some hardline opinions about literature, but thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to hang with me some more, where I will not discuss politics or literature or my hardline opinions about either of those things, you can do so at Twitch, over at twitch.tv/MugAndPlay, where I play games live and we keep things lighthearted and fun. But it's a good time. You should check it out. But thank you so much. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.